from what I have observed, I also feel like there's some technique and maybe somehow like superpower from my side I want to share with people
Wow.
here
Oh, come, come,
today.
come. What is that?
Okay, so it's a good news from my side. So as you know, I'm a marketer. Okay, so yeah, recently I actually created a winning ad for my company.
Wow, how
Congratulations.
you do that? How you do that?
So
Actually, it's a
yeah,
huge company, leh. Wow, you create and many people is creating ads together. It's not just you,
Yeah.
right? Wow,
I
you
think
win
it's an eight-figure
yeah.
among.
company. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why based on this like experience, like this thing happened, right? I started to go and realize that how I actually do it. Because as a marketer, right, we need a lot of inspiration,
Mm,
ideas, to actually create different kind of ad angle and run ad. So I realized that for me, right, in order for me to create a idea or maybe add different angle, right? I will, okay, rather than staying at home alone and think, right? I will prefer go outside and
mm,
observe people
mm.
and also talk to people. So I can get a lot of ideas and inspiration from them. So I feel like wow, I can find the way that I actually create a lot of opportunity by doing this thing. So I'm not sure do you guys can actually relate with me because okay how this winning ad happened is like there's one day me and my boss actually was just like talking lah. Then after that he suddenly throw a question to me. Then I say what is this I don't know like very simple investing term
Mm.
lah. Like what's this, what is this? Then he like okay he start explaining to me draw. Then I listen like hey Glenn, this is very good ad angle we can try then I
Hmm.
just write lor, I just write oh, and then I say okay you go and do an ad for me. And then after that, boom, the ad is very good lah. The result very good, and then it bring us a lot of like good result and quality lead lah. I mean this term like people come to our business. Yeah,
Potential customers. Okay.
potential customers.
Ah.
Mm,
So yeah, I didn't really stop here. I just look back like what I did. So I
mm.
just want to share with you guys like this is really what I do. I like to observe people
Yep.
around around the surrounding, and also
Hmm.
I like to talk to people. I'm not sure you guys can relate or not. How
I
about
will realize most of you are not judging, you are not most of the people, you know.
Yeah. I
how,
know. As you said
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
how
because on the street, right, most of the time I see most of the people do is watching phone.
yeah.
watching
Oh,
phone.
okay. This is also another thing I want to point out. Because I also feel like it's a wasted thing lah. Because a lot of time we can actually observe the like our surrounding and get a lot not only for business lah, for me also like relationship is also a thing that we can improve, right? But a lot of time people just prefer to play their phone. Even my brother will feel angry if I ask him to put down his phone and talk to me. He will feel angry like I want to talk, nothing to talk lah. And then he will like just pretend and put the phone for a few seconds, and after that he will continue playing his phone. Yeah.
Ayo, you openly talk about your brother. Were your brother angry with you or not?
I don't think he will watch my live lah. So it was okay lah.
Oh, okay, okay, good, good, good. Okay, so by the
But
way,
this is
this is
something
quite
that's very common, right? Right now, like
yeah.
everyone just like to look at the devices.
Yeah, so like I don't understand why like people just because I sometimes I prefer to really bond with my family or my friend, but even when we talking, right, they like sometimes I will like suddenly take the phone and I will pretend very busy, but actually they are scrolling social media. That's why like hey, I'm talking with you like, can you like pay attention on me, like why suddenly want to scroll social media one so weird one. So sometimes I will be a bit upset lah about this behavior. I don't understand why, you
Mm.
Mm,
know so
yeah,
yeah.
Jiaqing, do you know actually what is the reason behind?
I'm not sure, but maybe I got try to think before lah. Maybe they feel awkward, like I don't know what to
Ah,
talk already. Like maybe just pretend I'm very busy, so I don't need to think what to talk. This is what I observe lah. Yeah.
okay. So the truth behind this is the era, is the era evolvement
Mm.
kind of the result. Okay, so
Mm.
the truth behind all of this is because the modern people, we are part of the modern people. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Of course.
the modern people are being very harsh to themselves. They're
Harsh
not
to themselves.
Yes, they're not allowed themselves to being lazy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they feel that very guilty to
Of being
to
lazy.
yes, they feel that way. After all, we don't feel proud of being lazy, lah, of course.
Mm.
Okay, so why I this is kind of like, oh, Lucy, why you say so? It's like I can't link it, right? Okay, think
Mm.
about it. Okay, when we watching phone, why we feel that wow, we start to learn something, right?
Mm.
So it becomes a programming we give to our neuron in the brain,
Mm.
telling the brain that hey, you must be very hardworking, okay? In every second, every minute. So when we watching, yeah, it's like this kind of harsh.
Okay.
Think about it. It is so harsh to ourselves, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
if like a blink of second, maybe not long lah, just 3 seconds. Okay, right now
Mm.
3 seconds, don't do anything. You will feel awkward. Why you
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
awkward? Because the feeling of awkward coming from where? Coming off the brain, so-called do nothing.
yeah. Mm.
Yeah, and we feel that very guilty because the world is running very fast. Well, the technology is changing very fast. Well, the YouTube, TikTok, or whatever things is will keep on have the new knowledge keep on blasting out.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I
yeah.
miss out the sense of what what is the word terms?
FOMO, FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO, yeah, fear of
Mm.
missing out. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like eating us, eating
Yeah,
our
yeah,
brain,
yeah.
eating our feelings. That's why we're being very harsh to ourselves. So I will
Mm.
say that the truth for us to break out all these kind of the chaos, uh, especially why we want to break out all these things is in order for us to benefit. The key thing is benefit from the opportunity rather than the opportunity run away. Then I miss it. That kind of feelings. So how are we able to attract opportunity, capture the opportunity rather than crying about missing opportunity? Okay, so Jia Qing shared a very good way of it. It's like during the conversation with your boss, right? You
Mm.
immediately catch the opportunity
Oh.
of creating
Mm.
a winning ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe not many people can do that, and you got the talents to do that. And this kind of talents can be duplicate one. Of course, not
Mm.
everyone can be duplicate to be a marketer lah. But you can, we all have the power to become winning in our
Yes.
in our area,
Mm.
in our. So the key term, what is that? So is it allow us to be lazy? Of course not lah. Okay, of course not. So later Jace will tell us. Jace, were you willing to share with us what is the number one tips that everyone can do? Instantly
I
really able to increase the secret to attract the opportunity.
Opportunities, right? Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
I can share with you my personal experience and which helps me a lot in this aspect. So I think right now as the audience was listening to us, right? I think the key thing now everyone can catch is how can we be more observant, right? And how can we able to pick up informations that are helpful and useful to
Mm.
us, right? Just like Jia Qing, as she talked to her boss, and then her boss told her about like, oh, how certain things is being done, and then immediately she can catch, right, those useful informations and put it into and become a winning act. So
Mm.
the key thing is really how do we able to take in the useful and right information for us.
Mm.
And unfortunately, right, what happens is like what Jia Qing and Lucian was saying, okay, most of us are sort of like hooked to the device, right? Okay. And let me then some people ask me, hey, if I look at my phone, I can search for Google and all those things. It's also giving me a lot of information, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? But is there a difference when you get so-called addicted every time when you just want to look for the phone versus when you put aside the phone and start to really pick up informations from the surrounding? Is there a difference? Okay, I think this is something that we want to also address here in order for us to unveil the secret, right? Okay, so I like to describe, okay, whenever we go into like a device and look at a device and try to get informations, right? You find that so much information start to come to you, and it's something that become something that is uncontrollable.
Mm.
It's like there's no way that you can try to decide, okay, and this is what I want, this is not what I want. But okay, for those of you might be you have experience, right? Whenever you have a problem, you want to search on Google, right? You
Mm.
type a word inside, and it comes with maybe a lot of pages that you can read, right?
Yeah.
And if let's say you are okay, most of the times we talk about, right, the decisions that we make is unconscious lah. So we will get distracted here, or there's an ad here, there's like a Facebook or
Maybe got
whatever.
an ice cream popping out. Wow. Ice
Yeah.
cream store I should go. Oh, bubble tea. Yeah, bubble tea. Oh, I should go and test out this store.
Yeah, then you see all this information just come to you, and without you knowing, and without you like selectively which is more helpful for you, right? Okay. I think yesterday maybe we can describe it in this manner. Yesterday we went to a party, right, with Lucin. Then there was this game, right? Like some people go in and try to grab money. So they use a
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we call a machine,
You the gun. You
the
the
money
gun like
gun, so
wow.
they'll shoot the money like this all over the place. Then you just catch from the sky.
The
And
money flying from the
yeah,
sky.
so it's like, okay, so this is one scenario, right? How people catch the money, right? Okay, but let's say if I give you a second scenario. So I'm going to pass you one stack of money, just put it, and maybe to Jiaqing lah, okay, Jiaqing, you take it. So for you, which do you think, like option one, like what, when I shoot the money in the sky, just try to catch, versus if I pass you one stack of money in your hands, which one can you get more?
It's the
And
second
it's more
option.
helpful for you.
The
Second one, right? Second one, right? Because you decide how much you want and then you take it, right? Okay. So it's the same. If we compare this money coming in the sky to try to catch, right? It's like information that is all like bombarded to you, and which is very difficult for you to decide which is helpful or not, right? So eventually you go into a state that you always get bombarded. Okay? Versus if let's say I'm sitting here, I observe things, I decide, okay, which is the useful information for me, and then I put it into something like Jiaqing did, and which creates opportunities for me. So now I think now everyone can see really the how we can take this information away that is helpful, right? So I like to share one thing that I normally do, which helps me in this, and which is something that I don't need to take a lot of effort. I just spend about 5 minutes a day. Okay, it's something that's quite simple. Okay, but before that, right, I'd like to ask this question to everyone, including Jiaqing and Lucin. What is the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning? Is it the first thing you want to grab the thing is your phone?
Yeah, check phone.
The first thing you wake up, is it like, okay, the tendency is for you to go and grab the phone and check your phone?
Yeah, checking phone.
Checking phone, right? Lucin said, okay. In fact, when I ask these questions to many people, 9 out of 10 people, right, they said that, okay, first thing they wake up is go and look at the phone. Okay, either is to switch off the alarm, and as they switch off the alarm, there's a tendency for them to just keep checking the phone. There's any messages, scroll the social media.
Then like this, I am lah. I will check for a while, but then I won't let myself go into for like very long. I like, okay.
Okay, good. That's why Jiaqing can really tap into the usefulness of the information. Yeah. Okay. The idea is we're not saying that handphone devices are bad things, but it's the way how we use it. Okay. So what I believe is, right, first thing in the morning is something that determines your energy of the day, and also determines the operating mode of how you carry yourself for the rest of the day. So to me, the first thing to do in the morning is super important because it really decides. Okay, so what I do is when I first thing, I will usually wake up about 5 minutes earlier. Okay, let's say I need to go out at 7. I will, if I need 1 hour to prepare, then maybe I'll wake up at 5:55 lah, 5 minutes. Okay, then what I do is when I first get up from the bed, right, I won't immediately like go down to the toilet or whatever. I will just sit there, and when you first wake up, it's like quite blur, right? Still the mind is not functioning so well. In fact, this is the most powerful state to know, because this is the brain state. Usually is what we call the theta and the alpha state, which is where we have less awareness about the surrounding, but more awareness inwards, still a bit half awakened, half asleep mode.
Mm.
And this is the time that you can absorb the most things. Okay, so I would leverage on this state, right? So what I do is I will look out into the window, out of the window. So in this case, because I live very near to the nature, so I will also look out to the things that I can see. Like in this case, the trees. I can see like, but sometimes I do see people like because it's near the playground, I see people like really waking up very early to like start doing that exercise.
Oh, that
Doing
is
the
very amazing, really.
yeah
We are surprised, leh. There's so much of activity can be done in the morning. Some people they are playing badminton. Some people they are what is that called? 舞剑.
太极
太
太
极
极舞剑
Yeah,
yes
Tai
playing
Chi.
yes correct.
舞剑, how to say 舞剑 in English?
I also don't know. It's like swap playing or yeah, exercise or something. Yeah, yeah. So I will actually spend 5 minutes to just observe these things, whether it's people and whether it's the surrounding. And I think what helps is really be curious in what this people is doing, or why is this tree is like blowing so violently. For example, I mean this is some of the things. It helps for you to just spend 5 minutes to really look around. So it helps me to go into the mode that okay, I'm now in charge. I'm taking in information in a way that is helpful for me because I decide, right? I decide this is the information that I will take in for myself and they are helpful for me. So the idea is as you start getting into this mode of being in charge of what sort of information that you want to take in, right? Then you find that for the rest of the days you have start to have this ability of able to take charge. And eventually, this is where you can start to really sieve up those informations that are not so helpful and take in those informations that are helpful and create the opportunity that you want in your life.
So there are three stages actually in this kind of a technique. There are the three stages. First of the stage is aware or curious. I would say curious, put in this way, curious. So because watching tree, frankly, if you tell me, oh, yo, what watching tree? I don't know how interesting it can be watching tree. But right now I love watching tree I'm saying that long ago I cannot appreciate the interesting in the watching tree Okay, so that is the thing. So first thing we start to bring back or awaken the curiosity in the surrounding. So we're curious about the crowd first, maybe people. I'm not sure about you How about Jia Qing? So do you like to watching people?
I kind of like.
So
I get my idea what.
in fact, this is our human nature
Yeah.
So we often we are a creature. Human is a creature that being curious in how about the other party is doing, especially in our humankind. So it's very easy for us to be curious. It's easy or curious on the phone, on the video, what is the people doing. We can curious on the actual people surrounding us on the street or wherever. Okay, this is the first stage. Second stage, you'll start to link this activity that relate to your life or even in your profession. So like Jia Qing case is like, because she is the marketer. Yes? Yes, right.
Yeah.
So you will directly link that what you are experiencing, example, just how you are talking to your boss. So immediately capture that this conversation can be turned into can be related. No, not yet turned. You feel that related to what you are doing. So that is stage 2. So, and the ultimate stage is stage 3. You're able to turn what you observe into opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are different stages, but we can't jump to the third stage, Okay, bear in mind. Okay. So what we are sharing today with you all is true, but give yourself some time. And this some time you feel like very long. Actually, it's not long. It's going to benefit for your whole life. Don't you feel that it worth that? You just spend maybe one month, I think, or even 3 weeks to develop this ability so that the rest of life you can continue attract unlimited
Opportunities. Yes.
Hey, to me, I feel worthwhile. This is how it helped
Definitely.
me to really living right now, living in a life that I forgot that I used to be sleeping on the MRT. I literally away from that kind of life, and so much so until I already forget it used to be my life.
Mm.
So if let's say you want, not only just wish, you want that you really have a transform in your life, you have a meaningful bonding with your family, okay, you leading a passionate kind of life, fulfilling life, and a career as well, just like Jia Qing right now also doing, we are also doing, right? So we impart the lights in everyone and also in us as well. So that is the key things you can start to do with, which is develop these 3 stages.
Mm.
Yeah, first stages, become
Okay.
curious about
Mm.
human being, okay, on the street, okay. Second stage, maybe it take 3 to 5 days to come to second stage, okay. So when you're doing practicing the first stage, no worry about whether you can go into the second stage or not lah. Just do it, just
Mm.
observe, that's all, okay. So and when the timing is right, you will slowly evolve to the second stage, which is you start to relate what you are catching, the curiosity you are catching, the information start to relate to you,
Yep.
okay. And this maybe take 2 to 3 more days to start to evolve to the stage 3, which
Mm.
is you start to able to really transform what is the things that you're catching, that means the information, and transform to something that is producing output, is the finalizing stage, which is input create a meaningful output.
Wow. I
That's it.
never thought that my story can let Lucine and Jess elaborate until so detailed, like the step one, step two, step three. I just share my story, and then like I feel like, oh, I like to observe people and talk to people, and then I get idea. Wow, I never thought that. Oh, I actually went through so many steps already.
Yes.
That's
Then
why you're not
yeah,
able to cut it into the step by step stage, so that people easy to follow and then evolve,
follow.
right? This is what master
Oh,
do lah. Okay, I think myself is
today
a
I got
master.
two master
No lah,
with you today.
I truly believe how to make a complicated things start to break it down to a simple step by step stage is a very important and very meaningful
Mm.
task.
Mm.
Yeah, and that is why no worry if let's say even what we are saying today, right, feel that kind of challenging to you, no worry. I give you another thing immediately you can use. Example, if let's say you want to brainstorm yourself, you want to squeeze your mind to come up with some solution, but really your mind just stung there, you can't think of anything. No worry. I tell you, recently I come across this 4 to 5 step, very effective one. Immediately you can use. Even maybe you are just on the stage of catching up. The secret of today we are sharing. The three stages of how to attract a unlimited opportunity. Right? No worry. I will tell you step by step what you can do. Okay. I write down. You don't need to memorize. I write down in our private group. Okay, but this private group is open, so if you want, right, so make sure you come to this group, right, this Telegram. Okay, I will write down and share with our members. Okay, so you can
Exclusive
right
member.
away. Yeah, not Lucina, not is our Ishiki members lah. Okay, so you can right away benefit, and then you can right away implement in your life, so that make your 2023 abundance year.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, this is our New Year gift
So make sure
from
you
our.
click in to
Mm.
get it. Okay, don't say I
So I
never
Yes.
think
say so.
later we will put the link below the
Yeah.
video at the comment section so you can click the. If not, you can actually just type very simple.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
City
yeah.
energy. Okay.
So
Nice.
that's all. Wish you all have a happy 2023.
Happy New Year.
Bye
So
Bye
I
bye.
hope
bye.
bye bye.
You hope.
I just hope that you guys enjoy and then see you guys next episode in the new year. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.